Ever wondered how mobile apps are crafted using React Native Expo? Well, you're in the right place. In this digital age, mobile apps have become an integral part of our lives, and React Native Expo is a powerful player in this realm. Its ability to create cross-platform applications with a singular codebase makes it a hot favorite amongst developers. But what exactly is React Native Expo? Why is it so important in the mobile app development industry? We'll answer all these questions and more in this video. We'll take you through the basics of React Native Expo, setting up the environment, creating your first app, understanding the code and structure, and wrapping it all up with a summary and conclusion. This is a comprehensive guide designed to give you a thorough understanding of this remarkable technology. So, are you ready to dive into the world of React Native Expo? Let's get started. First things first, what exactly is React Native Expo? Well, React Native Expo is a free and open-source platform that enables developers to build and deploy native applications for iOS and Android, using JavaScript and React. It's a set of tools and services built around React Native to help you develop, build, deploy, and quickly iterate on iOS, Android, and web applications. One of its key features is that it allows developers to write code once and use it across different platforms, saving a lot of time and effort. It also provides access to native functionalities like the camera, accelerometer, and more, right out of the box. Moreover, React Native Expo's live reloading and hot reloading features make it easier for developers to see the results of their code changes in real time. What's more, it's highly efficient for testing as it allows developers to share their projects via a simple URL. So, React Native Expo is indeed a game changer in the mobile app development world. Before we dive into creating an app, we need to set up our development environment. To use React Native Expo, we'll need a few key components installed on our system. The first is Node.js, which is a JavaScript runtime that lets us execute JavaScript on our machines. Next, we'll need NPM, which is a package manager for Node.js. NPM will allow us to install various libraries and tools we need for our project. To install both Node.js and NPM, we'll head over to the official Node.js website, download the recommended version for our operating system, and follow the installation instructions. Once installed, we can verify the installation by typing node v and npm v in our terminal or command prompt. Finally, we're going to install the Expo CLI, a command line app that is the main interface between a developer and Expo tools. We can install it globally on our system using npm by typing npm install gexpo cli in our terminal, and voila, our development environment is set up and ready to go. Now that our environment is all set, it's time to create our first app with React Native Expo. Our first step is to create a new project. To do this, we'll use the Expo CLI command, expo init. This will prompt you to select a template. For simplicity's sake, let's select the blank template. Once you've chosen your template, provide a name for your project and hit enter. You'll notice a new directory has been created with the same name as your project. This is where all your project files will be stored. Let's navigate into this directory using the cd command, followed by your project name. Now, let's take a look at our project structure. You'll see a number of files and folders, but the one we're interested in is app.js. This is our main application file. Open app.js in your text editor of choice. You'll see some pre-written code. For our first app, we're going to keep things simple. Let's replace the existing code with the following. Import React from React. Import text view from React Native. Export default function app, return. This code creates a simple view with a text element that says, "Hello world." Once you've written your code, it's time to run your app. Head back to your terminal and type expo start. This will start a development server for your project. You'll see a QR code appear in your terminal. To see your app, you'll need to scan this QR code with the Expo app on your device. If you're using an iOS simulator or Android emulator, you can also open your app directly from there. And voila! You should now see "Hello World" displayed on your device or simulator. Congratulations on creating your first app with React Native Expo, but we're not done yet. You've created your first app, but do you understand the code and structure behind it? Let's dive in. In a React Native Expo project, the structure is quite clear and intuitive. You'll find a number of files and directories, each playing a vital role. The app.js is the heart of your application. This is where your main app component resides. It's the entry point for your application, where your app starts its journey. Then we have the package.json file. This is like the DNA of your project. It keeps track of your project's dependencies, scripts, and versioning. You'll also stumble upon the node_modules directory. This is where all the modules and libraries that your project needs are stored. Now let's talk about the code. In the previous scene, we wrote some basic code, creating a simple interface with text and a button. The code is written in JavaScript using JSX, a syntax extension for JavaScript, allowing us to write HTML-like code in our JavaScript. Now you not only know how to create an app with React Native Expo, but also understand its code and structure. We've covered a lot today, so let's quickly summarize what we've learned. We began our journey by introducing React Native Expo, a powerful framework that lets you build native mobile apps using JavaScript and React. We discussed how it streamlines the development process, making it a go-to choice for developers worldwide. Next, we dove into the nitty-gritty of setting up the environment for React Native Expo. From installing the necessary software to getting your development environment up and running, we've walked through each step in detail. Our journey continued with creating your first app using React Native Expo. We explored how simple and intuitive it is to bring your app idea to life. Lastly, we went under the hood to understand the code and structure of a React Native Expo app. We dissected the code, explaining each part to help you grasp the structure and functionality. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, the world of mobile app development is at your fingertips with React Native Expo.